And it's like the little boy that I met in New Zealand a few years ago. He came with his mother. His mother came to see me about another issue. When he walked in, his finger was twice the size. And I said, what's happening to the finger? Now, the finger was twice the size, it was red, and at the top it like had a pussy area. She said, it's cellulitis. The doctor said it's cellulitis. Do you know what cellulitis is? Inflammation of the cell. Now, that's not rocket science, is it? It's inflamed. So I went a little bit further. Why? She said, well, he had a blister and the blister broke, and then he's playing in the dirt with his matchbox cars. What's going to happen next? And of course, little boys don't care if they've got a raw flesh. So of course, the dirt got in there, and immediately his immune system went to the area. The lymphatic fluid, do you know your lymphatic system is your body's vacuum cleaner? That's the puffiness. It's the lymphatic fluid going there to try and block any microbes going to other parts of the body. And then extra blood sent there, and white blood cells go there, and then they lay down their lives. That's what pus is. Did you know that's what pus is? It's dead white blood cells. Gee, what we did for the little boys, only 7, with the finger. I said, what have you been doing? She said, well, he's on his 2nd course of antibiotics. But this is 10 days on antibiotics. And I'm thinking, how could it have looked much worse than it is? Is it working? He's on his 2nd course of antibiotics. He's taking painkillers and sleeping tablets to sleep at night. He's 7. I'm not criticising the mother. What do you do? I said, can I try something? She said, please. So what I did was I got 2 mugs. And in one mug, I put hot water. Now, when you have a hot shower at night, and the last 2 nights when I've got home, I've had a hot shower and it almost hurts at first. I didn't realise how cold I got. And it's stimulating, yeah? It's very nice, because we're warm-blooded creatures, so how we love the warm. So the hot water, when you initially apply it to the human body, it has a stimulating effect. It stimulates. But I think it's probably only about 3 minutes before I'm getting very relaxed. Is that right? And everything's slowing down. It's like you get into a hot bath. At first it's tingling, and then you can just about fall asleep. Is that right? So after 3 minutes, we get to it's actually a depressed state of blood flow. Everything's slowing down, slow or depressed. And then I got a mug that had cold water in it. Now, this is New Zealand, so we didn't have to put ice in it. If you're in Brisbane, you have to put ice in it. It's going to be very cold. The hotter the hot, the colder the cold, the more powerful the reaction. But I'm not going to make this little boy put that sore finger in very hot water. I get him to put his good finger on and get him comfortable with that, and then put the sore finger in. Ouch! I said, just keep dipping it. It's too hot. Okay, put a bit of cold in. You've got to work with the will of the person. When you put that finger in cold water, it stimulates. In fact, it's not unusual at Misty Mountain Health Retreat to hear screaming when people dive into the cold creek. Agreed? It stimulates. It takes 30 seconds once you're in the cold before we get to a depressed state of the blood. Everything starts to slow. So either called depressed or slow. It's a slowing down. So what I do is I put the finger in the hot for 3 minutes, and then I put it in the ice cold for 30 seconds. And while it's in the ice cold, I put a little bit of boiling water into the hot to bring it up to the hot. He's watching me, so I say, put your good finger in. Are you happy with that? Yes. Because I know once his finger's been in the cold, it'll handle more hot, numbs it a little bit. And then we keep it in the hot for how long? 3 minutes. And then before it's got a chance to slow down, we plunge it back into the cold. And then before it's got a chance to slow down, we plunge it back into the hot. Can you see what we're doing? And you usually do that 3 times. So how long did that take? That takes 10, 11 minutes. By the end of the second hot, a big smile came to the little boy's face. What's happening? He's getting relief. In fact, by the end of the 12 minutes, and he's got 50% reduction in his pain levels. Now that's quicker than Panadol, is that right? And we're not hurting his kidneys or his stomach or his liver. He's looking at me smiling and he's looking at his mother. And then I wrapped the finger in a grated potato poultice. Potato reduces inflammation. Potato draws waste out. Every home has a potato wrap. So I made a little, like a package. You can watch my poultice lecture to see how to do that on YouTube. And then I'll put a bit of plastic over it and bandage it up and ask God to bless that finger, bless that poultice. Do you know, the rest of the morning while I'm talking to his mother, he's just smiling at me because he had so much relief. When they went home, he said to his mother, "Can we do that again?" Why did he say that? Because he'd experienced the relief. So I saw them at 10. We did it at 10 in the morning. They did it again at 2. They did it again, I think, just before he went to bed. And in the morning, when they took it off and took the poultice off, all the waste came out. The finger was back to normal. No need for any more painkillers. No need for any more sleeping tablets. And the mother said, "What will I do about the antibiotics?" I said, "I'll leave that up to you. I have no authority over what you do with that. All I can do is to tell you what I would do, and I don't usually have to tell people what I would do." So he got more relief with those simple treatments. What did I do? I boosted his immune system. I boosted his white blood cells because all I did was increase blood flow to that finger. And your blood is your healer. That's the healer. So how important that you've got well-hydrated blood. How important that you've got good nutrients in that blood because you're eating a plant-based diet, lots of vegetables, greens, fruits, nuts, grains, legumes. How important that you are drinking adequate water. You just got to make sure that blood's good.